Okay, so this is your typical butt joint solder seam, and we're doing this on a ring right now. So you want to make sure that your surfaces are flat, almost like a D shape, and that they meet up exactly and there's no gaps. That means you're ready for soldering. The way we're going to solder this is we're going to put 3 pieces on the inside, and we're going to use a third arm to help us because we want to get the heat underneath this. First thing I do when I'm soldering is I add flux to the seam. I'm gonna put flux to the inside and flux to the outside, just like a glazed donut. And then I'm gonna take hard solder and I'm gonna put 3 pieces of solder on here, depending on how big your pieces are. And you wanna set them up like a dotted line. All these instructions are right next to me on the wall if you get confused. Okay, so there's my solder set up. I'm gonna move it as soon as I heat it up. I'm gonna go with a low torch first, okay? I'm gonna turn it on a little bit, light it, turn it down, and just get that solder to stick. Now, I'm going around the entire surface of the metal because it's the heat of the metal that melts the solder. I want it evenly heated up so that it flows exactly where I want it to go, right in between where the seam is. When the flux is clear, I can move my solder to where I want it to be. So it flew around a little bit. The flux is clear. I'm gonna go ahead, use my solder pick, move it back to where I want it to be, set it up, and then I'm going to turn up my heat as soon as I have it where I want it. Sometimes it sticks to the solder pick, and I'm gonna heat it up. Go left to right. And then once it gets pretty hot, I'm gonna go right underneath like I'm roasting a marshmallow. Boop! Suck it through. There you go. Now the way to tell if it really worked is you wanna see it on the other side. So once I pickle it, I'll really check it out and make sure. And then you quench. Okay. That's it. That's it.